ambao tumepatia certificates ili tuweze kuongea yale ambayo tungetaka kuyafanya, tungetaka kufanya kwa kila sehemu ili tuweze kupata ushindi ambao tunataka. Our target has been to have majority of members of parliament because as many members of parliament as possible, and we don't want to have a number less than 100. That is our target. That remains our target. We will continue working on the same. Nje ya hayo pia we have also discussed the prevailing or the current issues of the day. One of them is the proposal that we saw somewhere of the team being led by William Ruto sharing positions in this country, and it's amazing to see that the deputy president used his entire time as a deputy president during his second term opposing anything that was in BBI, and that is what he told the ordinary Kenyans. Lakini la ukweli ni kwamba kumbe alikuwa anaona yale ambayo yalikuwa ndani ya BBI, kuna yale ambayo anataka kuyatumia apate manufaa yeye mwenyewe na wale ambao wanatafuta uongozi katika muungano wake, lakini hataki kuangalia yale ambayo yalikuwa ya manufaa wananchi wa kawaida. Na hili ni jambo ambalo kama viongozi lazima tulikemee, because there is no other better definition of a conman. We now have an official conman looking for an office in State House. How on earth can you deny school fees to the Wajikos through the bursaries, na unakuja kutafuta viti na hapa juu kama vile unasema? When he denied the adding of resources through the BBI, the 35% ambayo ilikuwa iongezewe iende kwa kila county, alipokataa lile alisema ya kwamba hataki watoto kule wapatiwe basali. Leo hii ni watoto wagapi ambao wamefukuzwa shule kwa sababu hawezi kulipa zile 3,000? Kama kwenyu sio namna hiyo, kwa Kudaragwa I have my kids who cannot go to school because they cannot afford the 3,000, and William denied them that money. You cannot be a better conman than that kind of. How on earth can you do such a thing? Na unachukua ile document ile unaanza kusema Musalia your prime minister, na ulisema ya kwamba why you are objecting to the document is because you are saying Raila will become the prime minister, Uhuru will become a continued presidency. Uongo ambao ni upubafu. How many of the young people today walimaliza shule last year or the other year but they cannot get their certificates because they have not cleared the fees? This is what this man was supposed to go and help them. And instead of being the national leader we thought he was, and embrace this document as a whole so that every Kenyan can benefit, he has chosen to only use that which benefits him, Wetangula, Musalia, na amechukua mwingine anaitwa Mutua na Kigi. Hayo mambo ndio tunasema ya kwamba sisi kama chama we want to tell Kenyans that they are being fooled, they are being conned, and these guys are hypocrites. Amesema anataka ile ina sehemu ya BBI ambayo inampatia mamlaka Musalia, na Musalia ukweli ya kwamba hii ni kama ile tu unaambiwa umeandika kwa karatasi, lakini kama ingeandikwa kwa sheria ingekuwa ukweli. Sasa ni kudanganywa, wamedanganywa, wamewahada. We wanted that in the document so that we can stabilize the country, and if there is sharing of resources, sharing of positions is shared across the country so that we can stabilize the country. He has chosen to do it outside the law, and he opposed the amendment of the constitution to stabilize the country. This guy has a constitution in his mind that he is going to implement in his time if you make the mistake of giving him those votes. Daragwa hapa we have Embu, we have many other places in this country. A total of 27 constituencies, and they are here. These are 27 constituencies that will disappear from the map of Kenya because we did not amend the constitution in time to avoid IBC from scrapping them. That was in the BBI. Saving these constituencies was in the BBI. But William chooses to avoid saving these people, their representation in parliament, but takes positions and starts organizing his government tomorrow. I don't need to read them, but they are here in Tetu, Daragwa, Mukurweini, Othaya, Kagema, Garole, Isiolo South, Laisamis, North Hall, Lamu West, Muvita, Mwateta, Udanyi, Voi, Saburu, Keyo, Mogotio, Vihiga, Budarangi. They are across the country in 16 counties. This is a crisis in the making. BBI was sorting it ahead of the problem. He lied to Kenyans that BBI was creating position for Raila and President Uhuru Kenyatta. He has used it to create positions. But I also want to say this. I think William has given up on looking for the presidency this year. He is concentrating on something else. And that is why he was quick at looking at the Speaker of the National Assembly. So he has now a Speaker for the National Assembly. Yale mengine haina maana kwa sababu lake sasa ni kutafuta viongozi ambao wataweka kwa bunge. Ameona ya kwamba kiti ya urais imemponyoka. Na ukitaka kujua ni kweli, pahali alikuwa anatarajia kula itoke Mount Kenya, hakuna mtu kutoka sehemu hiyo alipatiwa kiti yoyote. Ameenda kutafuta kura kwingineko kwa sababu kule alikuwa anatarajia kura zitatoka, hazitoki, na anajua Mount Kenya imehama. That is why he is distributed positions to other places. And it is his right. But Kenyans must wake up. That's what we are saying. Please wake up and smell the coffee. Do not be lied to. These guys don't have the goodwill of the mwananchi, ni yao wenyewe na walionechana wale walitaja jana na juzi. Na tutaendelea kusema mengi kwa sababu pia amesema ya kwamba anataka kuhamisha port ya ile ya SGR itoke Naivasha ati arudishe Mombasa. Na kutoka hata ya Nairobi. Na ni kwa sababu gani? Sababu watu wa Nairobi pia inaonekana hawatapigia kura. Kama hana maana na wao wamehama Jubilee, Nakuru wamehama UDA, wameingia Jubilee. Sasa hamisha kila kitu ambayo iko kule is wa manufani. These guys is evil mind. And I've said it yesterday, I want to repeat again. This is the denial of school fees to the young people in our regions and in every part of this country. Kukataza mtoto alipiwe school fees. Na unajua ni nini inafuata kama mtu ameshindwa kulipa school fees? Ulevi na mambo mabayo hayatakikani na jamii. That is economic genocide that he has committed to our regions. It's actually something I believe we can sustain even as a crime against humanity. It is the same as moving people from one region to the other. You have denied them a livelihood. It is a crime against humanity. To us, it's economic genocide. Hatumuachili na hata ingia hiyo State House. Asanteni. Maswali? Moja tu. Sorry, on? Yes.
But recent polls show that in Mount Kenya region there is a neck-to-neck battle between the deputy president and the former prime minister. And it shows that therefore that they are battling for that vote at an equal measure. What will be your comment about those opinion polls? And if you believe in them, then what is Azimio one can do to basically back on their side?
Two things. One is that we have our polls also that are showing clearly Raila is ahead of William in that region. We have our polls. But if I answer the question based on your polls, the answer is this. Less than 4 months ago, you could not even mention Raila in Mount Kenya. So if he's already doing 3 months to go, smell the coffee. Any other? One more question? Yes, Joroge. The zoning that we have done, and it's good to see that it has been done with the involvement of everybody, is where we were looking at where are we going, how do we ensure that this seat we win as Azimio? 1, 2, how do we ensure that we get the maximum number of votes for our Azimio candidate? That we have done. And that any other variation, and this is what we were clarifying, any other variation outside what we have already done will have to be communicated from the office of the Secretary General. What we do not want are people arrogating themselves those powers and trying to just around and pushing our people, in essence, denying them the opportunity to concentrate on their campaigns. And we want to affirm this to our own candidates. We are together with you on this. Carry on with your campaigns. Tuko nyuma yenu.
And beat everyone.
Yes, and beat everybody. Tunashukuru, asanteni sana. Thank you so much. No, I answered your pose. So now kuuliza yangu. Yes. Yes.
Where is
What one is that we have an agreement, and it will be available and availed when it becomes necessary. 2 is that our agreement was never a mirror of whatever else others did. We did an agreement that we thought serves this country best, and also that is going to help the ordinary people better. And it was addressing that we had been seen from the beginning. This is not a thing of just winning elections. It's a question of how can you deliver to help Kenyans have a better life than they are today. That is the essence of the document.
Okay, you can also see Bahati. I don't know if you can allow
Bahati,
to say something.
bas, huyu unataka ngoja kidogo, huyu tutamwacha kidogo mimi na yeye chama viongozi wa chama wakiondoka, lakini immediately after this. Yes. The running mate position will certainly go to a Kenyan, and we thank God for it. Thank you so much. Yes. Ati? Mount Kenya. Yeah, Mount Kenya. Sasa kidogo. Jana kidogo. Simulipe dakika moja tu. Yes. Bahati has a statement that he wants to make. And I want to give him the opportunity to do that. Kwa sababu yeye ni kijana. We are happy to have Bahati with us as a young man, representing everything that you think about this country in terms of even people who work hard from nowhere. Yes, you have an opportunity with any other person in this country, and within Jubilee. That is why we embrace him, even when it was a little difficult elsewhere. That is why we have him, and he is here to tell the young people of Kenya that sisi tuko na fikira, how can we help them? Come, make use of the opportunities that come your way.
Kwanza ningependa kusema asante sana. I have my ticket. Najua tulikuwa na mambo mingi, but just confirm that I have my ticket and I'm in the ballot as and I'm in the ballot with the Jubilee ticket, and I can promise that I'm the next member of parliament, MATHARE. And thank you so much to my party, Jubilee, for the opportunity to run as in the Jubilee party as a member of parliament. Secondly, leo sili, leo niko na furaha, leo sili, I'd like to thank my party leader, the president. You know, I appreciate so much for giving not only Bahati but the youth of this country an opportunity to be leaders and, you know, to represent our communities. The people of Mathare najua wako na furaha sana, hata hawa wali, and also to thank Baba the Fifth, yes, for considering, despite kulikuwa na mambo mzito sana ya zoning, considering a young person, the youth, again the youth of this country. And I promise you, the Mathare member of parliament seat will definitely go to the Azimio team. And lastly, also to thank my leaders, my SD, asante sana, and my other party leaders. Mr. Amos, tulipiga na yeye campaign last time sana. And I just want to promise the party that apart from Mathare, I will go outside there as Kenya's most followed musician to make sure I preach the good news of the Azimio government, and also to bring change that is needed where I come from in Mathare. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. Sasa pambana kweli kweli. Yuko na certificate?
Niko na certificate iko hapa. Na ni original.
Na jina iko kwa ABC.
Na ingine iko kwa ABC.
Asante. Kilio chako kisikika.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't know. Okay. Unataka niongee kwa Kikuyu?
Yes. No, let's do it national today.
Yeah.
Situfanye kuja kwa ofisi nitawafanyia. Yes. Kuja kwa ofisi nitawafanyia. Kuja kwa ofisi. Kwa ofisi sasa.
Hiyo ni yenu. Sisi ni kushangilia.
Thank you.
Ba hii nywele yako
sasa utaweka kwa gani?
haiwezi kuingia.
Haiko sawa. Ndio wale pia. Yes.
Yapate proper.
That is okay. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much. Haya. You want another one? Sasa. Joroge, kijani kifu. Kijani. Then onyeshe mahali wataweka chini na wao. Hizi ni vitu hivi tunapokelewesha.